Bom dia. E aí, gente, tudo bom? Agora é bom dia de verdade, né? Tudo bem, gente? E aí, Arbigaus? E aí, Pedro Aguiar? Bom dia, Jimmy. Vocês estão com pressa aí, velho. Esse de Projekt Red na Twitch ainda tá offline, zaço lá. Direct foi bem fraco. Cara, é por isso que eu normalmente não faço os direct da Nintendo. Até quando eles não são fracos, eu acho eles fracos, saca? Está ao vivo agora. Acabou de abrir o evento. Vou deixar aqui, ó. Vídeo mais recente. Deixa eu dar um F5. Olha lá. Acabou de começar. Caraca, eu comecei a live no mesmo horário que eles, velho. Que absurdo. Esqueci de ligar minha luz, velho. Pode isso. Tava só com a luz da janela lá. Pior que tava dando certo, mano. Tava dando certo. E aí, Normando? Tudo bem? Daí, Fire? Bom dia. Que acordou tarde? Já faz um tempinho que eu tô acordado já. Umas 10 e pouco que eu acordei. Ô, sacanagem, bicho. Eu me liguei que o Lies of P libera no dia 15 mesmo. Não é sábado, é amanhã. E aí eu pensei, porra, existe a esperança de no PlayStation liberar hoje à meia-noite. Que é assim que funciona, né, os lançamentos lá. Peguei a conta do Rio, loguei, baixei e tá dizendo que começa ele libera às 10 horas da noite de amanhã, velho. Porra, aí eu fiquei puto. Primeiro lançamento que eu vejo no PlayStation liberar assim, ó, no meio da noite. No final do dia prometido. E aí eu fiquei pensando, os caras venderam acesso antecipado, né? Eles venderam esses dias antecipados e eles vão lançar o jogo faltando 2 horas pra acabar o dia. Tipo, é quase como você lesar o teu comprador, né? Se você tá vendendo os dias, tem que ser o dia inteiro. E aí, Wesley, tudo bem? Eu tenho zero expectativa nesse State of Play da Sony hoje. Os últimos tanto foram uma bosta. E esse não vai ser diferente. Cara, olha só. Há 3 anos atrás, o State of Play de setembro foi o melhor do ano. Eu queria que fosse uma tradição da PlayStation, mas eu também não tô botando muita fé no de hoje, não. E aí, Wesley, bom dia. Tudo bem? Golden Dragon Box, bom dia. Esse aqui é o Ertozóio. Ertozóio. Tudo bem, mano? O evento começa meio-dia assim, Wesley. Tá aí a contagem regressiva aí na tela. Hoje é meia-noite, Arthur? Não, é amanhã às 10 horas da noite que libera o Lies of P. Boa tarde, seus duendes. Duendes da cabeça. E aí, Shadows Blood, tudo bem? Boa tarde. Aqui, ó. Olha a contagem lá embaixo, lá. Tá vendo? 1 dia, 12 horas e 9 minutos. Isso dá 10 horas da noite. Não? Dá meia-noite amanhã ainda. Eu fiz as contas errado. Meia-noite amanhã, né? Não vou estar nem em Curitiba esse horário, velho. Que triste. Eu vou ver se eu consigo voltar de viagem e fazer uma live dele. E aí, Liar, tudo bem? Salve, salve. Você tinha falado, Arthur, hoje é noite. Mas se fosse meia-noite mesmo, era amanhã. Não, antes de eu dormir ainda é hoje. Fire. Deixa de ser tongo. Será que o update 2.0 sai hoje, depois do evento? Eu acho que sim, Wesley, eu acho que sim. Eu já tô com o jogo instalado aqui na minha Steam. Se sair e ele começar a atualizar, a gente vai ver. Talvez até comece a dropar frame na live, se isso acontecer. Aqui o jogo instalado. Aqui também eu quero ver o tamanho do update só, saca? Eu não queria deixar pra baixar depois do update. E aí, Casinho? Tudo bom? Tô bem, dentro do possível. Cheio de BO, mas tô ok. Vou jogar pelo Game Pass. Daí é só dia 19, né, Fire? A demo é boa, né, Golden? E tem muita coisa que foi prometida melhorar já, inclusive a esquiva, que muita gente reclamou. O cara já prometeu que vai estar melhor na versão final. Tu viu que eu mandei lá no grupo dos devs do Cyberpunk? Falou que antes de jogar a Phantom Liberty é bom os jogadores se certificarem que o sistema de refrigeração tá funcionando. Não vi, velho. Sério? Mas o bagulho é um adicional de conteúdo, velho. O que tem a ver com a performance do jogo? Que estranho, né? Será que o mapa em si não tá otimizado, algo assim? Mas é esquisito mesmo, né? Falar uma merda dessa aí. É um bagulho estranho. Pode jogar, mas seu videogame vai explodir. Tá funcionando, mano, mas vai ser a última coisa que você vai jogar no teu computador. Acho que eu vou fazer um outro overlay desses aqui de assistir coisa com a minha câmera na vertical assim, pequena, num canto, pequena não, né, mas ocupando menos espaço possível no meio, talvez, pra quando a gente for assistir coisas que sejam muito importantes de se ver, saca? Tipo isso aqui. Aí eu faço um overlay mais minimalista, porque assim, se eu deixar nesse overlay aqui, fica pequeno demais a tela. Se eu deixo nesse aqui, eu tenho chance de ocupar espaço que eu não devia na tela. Então, seria bom ter uma alternativa. E é isso aí. Eu já tava pensando, na verdade, em fazer um que eu ficasse na vertical pra geral mesmo. Mas não é muito funcional pela meta mensal e pelos melhores momentos das lives. Travou, vou até ver a Steam ali, ver se não começou a baixar coisa. Eu abri o CapCut, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Eu baixei o CapCut no PC pra editar os shorts, velho. O bagulho é bom, hein? O serviço está apresentando problemas de buffer. Use o alternador de latência abaixo. Cara, será que eles estão no YouTube também? Acho que não, né? Eles só fazem live na Twitch, esses arrombados aí. Deixa eu ver aqui. Twitch é muito instável às vezes, cara. CD Projekt Red. Galera, não esquece dos likes aí, hein? Esqueci de pedir. E se eu não peço, vocês tacam-lhe o foda-se. Olha lá, não tem nada, mano. E a Twitch tá travando essa desgraça aí. Foda, né? Os caras fazem a transmissão pela metade. Eu vou dar um F5 aqui, ó, porque não custa. E aí, Noyoshi? Tudo bom? E aí? Como é que tá? Surubão. Pelo que eu vi de adicional, é porque o mapa tem bem mais física envolvida. Eles alteraram muita coisa e parece que em relação ao jogo base, o DLC sobe de 5 a 7 graus de temperatura. Caramba, velho. Que loucura. Eu percebi ontem com a atualização da Nvidia GeForce Drive, incluiu o DLSS 3.5 em alguns jogos, incluindo Cyberpunk. Tomara que esse update já venha com essa função liberada na minha 4070 Ti. Agradece. Ah, claro, sim. Se a tua placa da linha 4000, com certeza vem, Wesley. Pode ficar tranquilo. Será que se baixa a demo do Lies of P hoje, ela abre? Ou era só aquela época mesmo? Não, abre sim, Fire. Eu desinstalei ela do meu console hoje e ela estava disponível pra jogar lá. Não abri, claro, mas estava disponível. Não vai ter jeito. Vou ter que comprar uma placa de vídeo na Black Friday pra jogar os jogos novos. Cara, de tempo em tempo não tem pra onde fugir, cara. Essa é a realidade. Se eu pudesse fazer um upgrade, eu pegava a placa do Wesley ali, ó, 4070 Ti. Mas, porra, eu não consigo nem pagar minhas contas direito. Quando eu penso que eu tô começando a colocar as coisas em dia, pronto. Já tenho que gastar R$1.000 pra consertar minha moto de volta agora. Não sei nem da onde que eu vou tirar esse dinheiro. Atraso de vida da porra, velho. Aí um dia rola, né, o upgrade. Um dia. Caralho, os 15 minutos mais longos da eternidade, velho. Estamos todos fodidos, certo? É verdade. É verdade. Montar um PC hoje é como se você estivesse construindo um motor V8 para carro antigo. Complicado, né? Complicado. Preciso trocar uma peça do carro e nem consegui pagar o cartão esse mês. Puta que pariu, Golden. Que merda, né, cara? Não, e os bagulho que acontece comigo também é impressionante, cara. Ontem eu fui mexer a moto de lugar ali e plaf, a bengala dela soltou. Que quebrou um parafuso dentro da mesa.
O Normando Computador R$4,51. Deixa like, seus arrombedes.
Seus arrombedes. Deixa like mesmo. Obrigado, Normando. Obrigado. Deixa like, gente. Eu sou profissional, né, Golden? Sou profissional. Quebrou a porra de um parafuso dentro da mesa da moto. Lá vou ter que comprar outra mesa, mandar pro mecânico desmontar, trocar. Caixa de direção, rolamento, esse caralho. Tudo por causa de um parafuso, cara. É pra ficar puto isso aí. Ainda bem que o parafuso quebrou quando você tava mudando o modo de lugar, não na estrada. Não ia acontecer nada. Só ia ter que parar. Daí eu ia me fuder com guincho também, né? Tipo a moto do protagonista do Days Gone. Que nada, aquilo lá nunca dá defeito, velho. Você sobe montanha com ela, ela tá firmona. Só a original dele, né? Que os caras desmontam lá, que não lembro o que estragou, bomba de combustível, alguma coisa assim. Eu acho que vai, Alex. Eu acho que vai liberar, velho. Eu acho que depois desse evento aqui já vai ter o patch pra baixar. No começo a moto é muito ruim, né? Não anda, né? Acaba a gasolina o tempo todo. Mas eu digo a moto do inicinho do jogo mesmo. Aquela que dá defeito, ele deixa escondido na estrada e os caras encontram lá. Se eu não me engano tinha um tanque que foi presente da Sarah, alguma coisa assim. Não tem nada, nenhum anúncio sobre o update, Francisco. Mas eles disseram que o update vai sair antes da DLC. E a DLC lança daqui 2 semanas, velho. Então, menos de 2 semanas. Então, provavelmente, eu acho bem possível que eles lancem o update hoje. É meia-noite, Biônico, pelo que eu vi. Olha aqui, ó. Na contagem regressiva do Lies of P lá embaixo, lá. Putz, apagou o PS5, pera aí. Deixa eu ligar aqui de volta. Ih, não vai aparecer não, filha da puta. Que empenho, velho. Que empenho, só pra mostrar uma contagem regressiva, olha lá. Lies of P, um dia, 11 horas e tanto. Da meia-noite isso aí. Vamos lá, tá começando. Nudez! Tem nudez! Vamos ver gente pelada. Aí sim, hein? Pra que eu vou pagar o OnlyFans se eu posso assistir a live do CD Projekt Red? Como eles evoluíram nas apresentações deles, né, cara? Vocês lembram como eram antes do lançamento do Cyberpunk?
My name is Pavel Busha and I will be your host today, and we have a lot to go through, so let's get started. We've got gameplay, behind the scenes, music, and plenty of surprises along the way. Speaking of, let's kick things off with a world premiere of our brand new Phantom Liberty CGI trailer starring the one and only Idris Elba.
Quem? É o ator aquele, né? Tá na DLC. Parece o Aiden Pierce. Olha lá, parece mesmo o Aiden Pierce. Quero ver in-game como é que vai estar. Essa daí é cutscene, né? Tá máximo? Não, tá baixinho o volume.
What about you? Get your ticket out yet?
I hear the government's sealing a deal.
Idris Elba.
Told you. You're the president's favorite. You're gonna walk out of this on a red carpet.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you deserve it. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you.
Caraca,
You know what I'm
bicho.
thinking about right now?
As CGI tão com uma tecnologia absurda, né, cara? Olha quanto detalhe no rosto desse maluco. O bagulho nem ativa mais o Vale da Estranheza, saca? E aí, Juliano, tudo bem? Galera que tá chegando agora, não esquece dos likes aí, hein?
Listen, when this is all over, you gotta take a break, you hear me?
O cara tem um chip da operadora de celular na cabeça desses, viu? 2077 não inventaram um esmalte que não descasca na unha, pô. Caceta. Olha. Começou. Twitch do caralho. Nossa, aí tomou um atraso. Mas muito atraso. Deu 3 debuffer, deu 3 buffer, deu 3 buffer ali e o cara virou presunto, bicho. Mal entendi o que aconteceu.
So me, you want a pill? So me.
Excuse me, Madam President.
Pill? It's going to be a long flight.
No, thank you.
It's gonna be a long flight. Não mais.
I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you.
Que legal o trailer, hein? Eu gostei do trailer, velho.
What a cliffhanger! Everything you saw in the trailer happened 7 years before Phantom Liberty begins. So there's definitely a lot
Mancada
more story
deles é
to
só
discover
fazendo a
in the
Twitch,
expansion.
Handman.
Now we're gonna hear from Idris Elba himself to talk more about the trailer and how he brought Solomon Reed to life.
E aí, Gengo, tudo bem?
Hi, I'm Idris Elba, and I play Secret Agent Solomon Reed in Phantom Liberty, the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077.
Ele tem uma cara de papai, né, velho? Eu não sei o preço da DLC, não. Eu nem sei se eu vou conseguir jogar por isso.
Reed is a professional, someone that's lived many lives. He's basically a sort of secret agent that has worked in Night City for a long time and has been a special ops operator and, you know, basically has kept his head down until now. And when he comes back in a major way. He's a pivotal character. You learn a lot about the story through Reed. And actually meeting Reed is like, you know, it can either go one way or the other.
The treason ain't ever black and white.
É que, cara, é aquele negócio, gente.
Obviously, you know,
se a DLC tiver tanto conteúdo quanto uma Blood and Wine, por exemplo, vocês acham que não vale? Tipo, comparado com o preço dos jogos hoje em dia? Até que tá ok.
Every now and again, in the storyline, you actually get some nuggets of who Solomon Reed is, and he's reluctant. You know, he doesn't really like to just open up and say it, but his personal side is definitely one that's filled with torment, betrayal, trauma, but at the center of his personal life is his work. Like, he really loves his job. He's a very, very dedicated agent, and you get to know that as you play with this character. So, in this shot, I think Reed is thinking about all the things he's done as an agent, as someone that has dedicated his life, and now he's about to walk away. And it's symbolized in this huge leap that he's about to make. It's also a leap into his freedom. So what I love about Cyberpunk, you know, is the technology. The tech is mad. Solomon's right here. He's done. He's on the train. He's about to chill. He's leaving. And also he has the one person that he trusts to help him make that escape. He's not thinking that anyone could have infiltrated him. He didn't even, no one even saw him.
É massa que ele tá falando, tipo, a mesma coisa que a gente viu no trailer, tipo, ele não faz ideia do que tá acontecendo, ele só tá deduzindo de acordo com as imagens que ele viu. Tem legenda, mano? Onde é que eu ligo as legendas? Nunca usei legenda na Twitch.
I hear the government's sealing a deal.
I remember shooting this, and you sit in these
Não tem legenda,
pajamas,
velho.
basically, with all this stuff all over you, and you got a big sort of camera thing rig on your face. You've got to really get into the imagination of your character. And I remember shooting this, and it's incredible, man. Now, look at the
Legenda tá no YouTube, mas cadê a live do YouTube, mano? Não tem. Só eu não olhei num lugar, velho. O canal do Cyberpunk, não da CD Projekt Red. Deixa eu ver aqui.
First thing I'm gonna do when I get off this train is head right there. I swear those quesadillas come to me in my dreams.
Não, também não tá ao vivo. Não tem live no YouTube, cara. Da onde veio o live do YouTube?
Really big thing to unpack. It's really good. I can tell you that, you know, Solomon Reed and Somi have a special bond. More or less, Somi is his protege. He trained her to some degree. He's one that looked out for her, and all I can say is that he trusts her. This is the moment. That's the beginning of the section where it starts to literally crumble for their friendship.
Peraí que eu já...
Super tense moment there.
Tem
this
sim,
is for Somi, this moment of, you know, do I, don't I? Do I betray a friend? Someone's like a father. She's under this moment there. And this is for Somi, this moment of, you know, do I, don't I? Do I betray a friend?
Obrigado, Francisco. Obrigado por avisar, mano.
She's under incredible pressure that we don't realize.
Nossa, eu procurei e não achei em lugar nenhum o evento, cara.
And that's why I love this moment when he touches the door and he's like, Somi, he knows immediately he's been made. He's dead. There is a moment of remorse and a moment of sort of regret, I guess, feeling a bit betrayed from Somi, but that's not what he's thinking about right now. What he's thinking about is like, okay, how do I try and up my odds here and get out? 7 years later. This is the moment that you actually realize that Somi is just a different person. You know what I mean? Like, she's a lot more harsh looking, colder in the eyes.
So me, you want a pill? So me.
Excuse me, Madam President.
Now she works for the
That's
president,
It's
mãozinha.
going to be a long flight.
No.
but the plane just got shot down.
It's gonna be a long ride. O bagulho tá caindo em Night City ali mesmo? Ou é nesse mapa novo ali?
Now that is a good trailer.
Ele não tinha visto ainda. Falei, ele tava falando que ele tava vendo.
Dogtown is, I guess, the most deadly place in Night City. It's a district ruled by a militia. It's also sort of like a labyrinth of crumbling infrastructure. And by the way, the scale of Dogtown is incredible. You know, as a storyteller, it's just an amazing canvas. Because it's open world, I mean, you can pretty much go anywhere in it, and it's just like incredible. And the writing in this expansion is really, really good, especially around Solomon Reed. You know, because it's a big storyline and it's really well dialogued. He's a really big character. It's really complex to play, actually. This is the first major game I've done as a voice, major. And it was an easy yes for me because I'm a big fan of CD Projekt from the Witcher games and Cyberpunk. What I really liked about it is the fact that it's so big and a real character study. And it was a challenge for me, I'm not gonna lie, but in terms of the voice, I have to have the spectrum of emotions in the way I speak, in the way he answers. The whole experience was definitely like a learning curve. And I can say I've done it, and I've done it, you know, in a really phenomenal game. Dogtown. Burn it to the ground is what we'll do. It's a simple choice. Them or us.
Esse mapa ele me parece menos tecnológico do que tipo a maior parte dos distritos de Night City lá, né? Não parece pra vocês
Awesome
também?
stuff. Seeing Idris Elba in action and talking about his character really makes me want to get to know him more in the game. But new characters aren't the only addition to Phantom Liberty. Music has always been a vital part of our games and the stories we tell. We've created a brand new score for Phantom Liberty, and right now we'll hear from senior composer P.T. Adamczyk and composer Jacek Paczorkowski to discuss creating music for a spy thriller. We'll also hear more about the new radio stations coming to the game, featuring all new tracks from artists from all around the world. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Pavel, good to be here.
Olha só,
I'm
uma
great.
coisa,
It's awesome to have you
cara
guys
que
here in the
merece
studio, and I
reconhecimento é
want
os
to know
malucos que faz a
everything
trilha
about
sonora
Phantom
desse
Liberty
jogo,
and
velho.
its score. So tell me, like, what's going on here? Like, what are the
Esses aí-
inspirations? What type of music can we expect, and how does it fit into Cyberpunk 2077?
Can definitely expect more cyberpunk vibe, although we spiced it up a little bit more with spy thriller themes throughout the project. We wanted to make players feel like they're secret agents behind the enemy lines, give them the gravity of the situation and also the danger that V is in during their mission. The most influential part, I think, is the new characters that are introduced in the expansion.
Yes, because it's a CDPR game and characters make the story. Apart from the spy thriller thing, there's obviously a very deep, emotional and very human story that we're trying to tell. And this time, the main relationship between Songbird and Reed is sort of what we're focusing on musically. It's also, what is the principal theme musically in this expansion. Everything basically like it's always in CDPR games, many different layers, but at the heart of it is a touching story.
I'm happy that you mentioned that characters are very important. And I always treat like characters being the catalyst of the story itself. But we're known for our storytelling. There's a lot of things going on, and music kind of needs to play into that in order to have certain emotions come out of players. How difficult is it to like marry all these things together?
Well, it's definitely challenging. It was challenging in the base game, and because right now we were so focused on the story of the triangle between Reach, Songbird, and V, that we were able to put even more detail into the sort of musical storytelling for this expansion. So it was definitely difficult, but I think also very rewarding, and I hope it's going to be really enjoyable for the players as well.
It is something that I look for when playing a game, kind of seeing how the music affects me. And in some games, it's I think one of the most prominent things. And I also know our community has always been saying that when it comes to music, like you guys always nail it and bring A game always.
That's very kind. You have something to add to that?
Well, to me, it was actually relatively easy because I came on board only about a year ago. So the sound, even for the expansion, was already established. So I needed to fit within a spectrum.
O cara fala, não, vocês fazem trabalho do caralho, o maluco manda. Pra mim foi fácil.
Some gritty sense of my own.
So we know we have the basics more or less. Of course, I know that after talking to you guys right now, I really want to listen to it. So question is, when can I listen to it, and when can the people watching listen to the score?
So I guess we have some good news to share. Our original score for Phantom Liberty is out right now on all streaming services.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's the news I want to get. So that's one part of it. And now I feel like we should transition and talk about 3 new radio stations that we have. So we have Darkstar Radio, we have Impulse, and Growl FM. So these are 3 new radio stations that are coming to the game. And let's dive into them and tell me kind of what we can expect, and I'll let you guys just start with the one that you want to start, and then
we'll 3 rádios novas no jogo.
Well, Darkstar comes first to my mind because I'm into those moody, dark tracks. We wanted to create a station that combines music from around the world. So think of it as a world music of dark dystopian future. Obviously, when you have artists from around the world like Kenya, Uganda, Poland, America, they would interpret their visions differently. Even though it has got that commonality, it is actually a quite various station. I think the highlight of it is also there are 2 tracks by Idris Elba himself.
Okay. Is he DJing there, or is he like rapping maybe? Like what is he doing there?
He is rapping, and he produced those tracks.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
And we're really thrilled to have them. I think they fit perfectly.
O cara produziu 2 músicas, o Idris Elba lá, ele produziu 2 músicas.
Is that the only radio station that he had influence over, or are there any other tracks that you kind of dabbled into? Maybe some DJing from him? I know he's known for that.
Yes, I mean, that's one of the, again, great news is that we have him as a DJ. Impulse Radio is basically his DJ set, put together from unreleased tracks.
Nice.
So if you like listening to modern electronic music, club music,
se eu abrir ali, entra na frente do evento,
on in one of your cars in Night City and just enjoy Idris's DJ set.
It must be also interesting because you guys are working with different artists, like you mentioned, from different parts of the world, and also mixing all these things together, but still trying to keep that vibe of Cyberpunk in it. Is it like, from your perspective, was it very hard, or is it something that you go to someone and say like, okay, this is our overall mood, this is kind of, what we're trying to achieve, but then you give like, people free reign to do whatever they want and what they're kind of known for?
We basically try to give them free reign, and we try to direct them very carefully. We want them to be great and to give us tracks that they love and the community will love. We don't want to be micromanagerial when it comes down to people creating music. We don't believe that this is the right way to do it. So, with Idris Elba, with all the other artists that we worked on, it was, here's the brief. It has to fit into the cyberpunk world context that we created, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. So that leaves us with Growl FM as the last radio station, and I know
Eles
this one
disseram
also
que vão
is a
mostrar
special one, so
gameplay.
let's talk about it.
Esse carinha aí falou aqui, agora eles estão focados nas trilhas sonoras,
no two tracks are alike.
Estão falando das trilhas sonoras.
We're very proud of this station. We're really also very proud of the community.
Yeah.
So shout outs to the community.
It's incredible, but it must be also very difficult
Cara,
to take all these things and kind of,
no
does this
latão,
fit into Cyberpunk? Will this be something that a player will enjoy? But I kind of feel that in a sense, yes, because there are people who kind of like to pretty much like branch out and listen to different things on one radio station instead of having a radio station that focuses only on one genre.
The uniqueness was key, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, the craft had to be there, and the general vibe of Cyberpunk had to be, maintained within those tracks. However, there were a lot of tracks that we
são duas músicas na rádio, né?
Martin or I, we would never come up with
Ele fez pro jogo mesmo.
A lot of those entries were really surprising. But we felt that,
E não só como DJ, ele também canta rap.
World. It's a world of a distant future, maybe not so distant future, but still futuristic.
Yeah.
So, it can be a melting pot of many different things. So we basically
Será que vai ter mais puteiro aí?
It's like, okay,
dá pra curtir
how
uma
weird can it be? How
baladinha,
different
velho?
can it be to what we already have in the radio? And, I think all the
6
artists that
pessoas
are
na
abroad
balada.
nailed it.
Thank you guys for joining me and talking about this because like I mentioned previously and I'll mention it again, music for me is very important in games, and I think like you both and Martin also have done a tremendous job in order to bring Night City to life, and also with the artists that you guys collaborated with, they all fit the bill. They enhance the gaming experience, so awesome stuff.
Music is also very important to us.
I can tell because you guys can talk about it for days. Thank you for joining me once again.
Thank you, Pavaru.
Thanks for the invitation.
That's some great info about some great tunes. We've heard a bit about Growl FM already, but we want to share even more about this completely new radio station that has been created by you guys, the community. Here's a quick glimpse into a documentary about how the station came to be.
Caralho, como assim? Estação criada pela comunidade?
Music. Okay, so maybe we should do a radio station.
Underground broadcast. You didn't hear that in Night City in the base game.
Do people still believe? We just have to take part. The game has a lot of action.
This helped us a lot.
Your name is going to be immortalized forever.
Music can be a legitimate pursuit.
I know that Cyberpunk is built in a universe with a lot of tech.
It's interesting, it's very fun.
You live on the streets and you dream of a big life.
Almost no limits on how far we could go with it.
Congratulations, you have won. You need to feel that music punches you in the teeth, takes your money and walks away.
Like K-pop, like hip-hop, even pop music. It was pretty nice. Ideas keep coming.
Hundreds of hours.
So that was a bit of a challenge.
And I'm really excited to meet the
Verdade,
artists
não tem legenda
behind
aí,
the
né?
music in Growl FM podcast.
Acabei de me ligar nisso.
It's always amazing to see the awesome work of our community, and we can't wait to share the full documentary when it airs on September 18th. Stay tuned to our social media channels for more info.
Tá bom.
Moving on to our
Mas a
last music
comunidade fez as
announcement. Every
músicas
good
ou
spy thriller
montou uma
needs a
playlist?
theme song. And we're
Fez as
super
músicas,
excited
eu
that
acho, né?
chart-topping Polish singer-songwriter Dawid Podsiadło has a brand new original song featured in the game titled Phantom Liberty. Here's a teaser with some behind the scenes of how it was recorded.
A música tema da DLC.
Hello everyone. My name is Dawid Podsiadło. I'm a Polish musician, and today we're at the studio, and we are recording a song for the Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Play the game, listen to the song, and I hope you're gonna fucking cry.
Olha lá, a história é triste, já sabemos já. Parece boa a música mesmo, né? Parece boa.
After music, let's turn to gameplay. I'm here with game director Gabe Amatangelo to talk about some of the amazing new gameplay personalization possibilities
Acho que não, Leg, porque os caras fazem as músicas original, né?
2.0 and Phantom Liberty. Gabe, hello once again.
Pavel Burja. I recently learned that in English, Burja means storm.
Exactly.
So your name is Paul Storm.
It sounds better in English when you say it, like Paul Storm and Pavel Burja. It sounds much better.
It sounds bad. It sounds like a superhero.
Parece
It sounds like your
nome
Thor's cousin.
I wish.
Thor comes into the battle, does a single target damage. Paul Storm shows up, starts doing AoE damage.
O Paulo Tempestade.
Perfect start to the segment that we have because we're
Single
talking
target
about gameplay.
AoE. Yeah. Combat. Let's talk about it.
Combat has changed a lot, but also character customization has changed in terms of the new perks and all that stuff, and we're here to unpack it. So I know you've talked about this already, but give us a general feel of what we can expect in terms of the changes coming with 2.0 and Phantom Liberty.
Sure,
Essa é a parte que eu queria saber.
And like you're saying, there's so much. So I'd like to start with kind of just saying the spirit of it and what was the drive behind
que
it.
Spirit, velho? Eu quero saber na prática.
There's so much potential in the Cyberpunk IP.
O cara chega lá e fica assim, eu sou tão
cyberware. There's different kind of like super soldier or super merc kind of fantasies you have in your mind.
Cala a boca, mano.
And
explica o que mudou, falou que tanta coisa mudou e começa não falando de nada.
Basically change the perks around. Like, I mean, there's stat increases and stuff like that, which is always fun in progression, you know, getting incrementally more powerful, but we really focus it on the actions, the things you can do, right? And so we've added a suite of things you can do that tie into different themes, and then of course players can mix and match and come up with their own unique styles.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I like the customization part of it, that, you know, there are some things that we can do in terms of, like, we'll actually show some options in terms of what you can build, and we have the help of designers to guide us through it. But you can actually do like a mixture of a assassin type ninja, or a character that is more like Hulk smash, I want to go in and destroy stuff, or a stealthy netrunner that has like these you know, quick hacks and stuff like that. There's so many cool things back here. It's
you can be a stealthy netrunner, you can be just like a direct, you know, going out there and just like wrecking stuff, blowing up machines and stuff, netrunner, hacking stuff. But yeah, there's so much nuance as well, and we're going to talk more about players being able to explore the nuance later.
Exactly.
Okay.
One other thing in terms of like general stuff, something that is kind of general, but it's new, and it's not very general, but it's interesting, is the relic skill tree. Something that we unlock through the story, and what does it bring in terms of gameplay?
So the relic, as you said, tied into the Phantom Liberty story, and it's towards the beginning. It's within the first few minutes, so this isn't spoiling anything. And you've seen in the trailer, if you've watched the trailers, Somi reaches out to you through the relic. They're in a dire situation. It's the only way she can get to you. And to kind of show you she's the real deal and she can help you, she says, here's kind of a taste. I'm going to kind of clear out some of the bad data in the relic, and I'm gonna set it up such that your cyberware can utilize it. And so the theme of it is that it kind of both enhances your cyberware as well as able to kind of scan and exploit other people's cyberware. So it's kind of a cyberware theme to it.
It's crazy, crazy. It also shows you how powerful she is as a character, but that's like a whole different story arc that we could get into, but I don't want to get into that because I don't want to spoil anything, but that itself is incredible. So maybe what we should do right now is we should see the possible builds that we have. And I know we have three. We have something that is a super strong solo. We have something that is like a more ninja type, fast solo, and we have a netrunner.
Se tiver uma boa história, eu já gosto, saca?
Gameplay designers who will actually guide us through those. So.
Yeah, let's take a look.
I'm Karol Mateasik, lead gameplay designer, and my favorite build is what I like to call a bullet time ninja.
Bullet time ninja
is of the essence for both defense and offense, which is why dash and air dash are perfect to get close to enemies without taking any damage. I like to bring a katana to a gunfight, and it goes great with a new perk that lets you deflect bullets and even send them flying back at enemies. If you're running low on health, you can also perform a finisher on low health enemy for a quick boost. But this playstyle isn't only about blades. You can combine 3 great perks, Stun Jog, Air Dash and Air Kerenzikov, to leap off motorcycles and rain down bullets from the sky in slow motion.
O cara que tá jogando parece eu jogando COD, velho. Errando tudo os negócios.
Unleashes the full power of your Mantis blades. After finishing or dismembering an enemy, you can perform a really long leap to deal devastating damage. Great for getting rid of those hard-to-reach targets like snipers and netrunners.
Cara, isso daí é o ult do Genji, né?
With this build, your enemies won't know what hit you.
Yuji no
Awesome.
Bullet time ninja.
Yes.
That's so cool. Like you're moving, they can't even see you. You're just jumping in. Mantis blade, katana, like going crazy, going ham on them.
Two favorite parts. I love the dash to the person in the guard tower or whatever.
Yeah,
that,
so high up.
Yeah. That was fun. But my favorite part was I like to bring a katana blade to a gunfight. Well done, Carol. That was good.
Yeah, it really showcases this build. This has actually been one of my favorite ones when I was playing Phantom Liberty. And with all the gameplay changes, like this one, I feel like this is kind of my go-to. Which my previous go-to was kind of like a stronger solo, but we'll have that as the last video. But now I think we should jump into the Netrunner.
Yeah, let's check it out.
The Netrunner. Olha lá, o Normando disse que é hacker aí, ó.
Hi, I'm Yulia Primak, a gameplay designer at CD Projekt Red, and I love playing as hack-and-slash Netrunner. The best part of being a Netrunner is, of course, the hacking. And now it's more powerful than ever. With the new Quick Hack Q, you can stack up to 4 hacks on a single enemy and play around with some devastating combos like Contagion and Overhit.
Não dava pra fazer mais de hack ao mesmo tempo, né?
With Overclock, you can gain an extra edge by sacrificing your health to cast hacks with almost
Hackzinho
no
leve ali, ó. Suicide.
With Update 2.0, Netrunners can even take over cars, transforming vehicles into ticking time bombs.
Caraca, isso aí foi da hora.
It's time to whip out the Monowire. With the Relic skill tree from Phantom Liberty, you can power it up even more. Now Netrunners can combine physical damage and upload control hacks onto enemies. I can't wait for everyone to try it out.
Olha o Suicide lá. Achei legal, esse daí eu achei mais legal do que o Genji lá, velho.
Lots of action. We kind of know Netrunners to be a little bit stealthy, kind of behind the scenes doing stuff. We have a little bit of that, but
eu gosto de usar a pistola e tal. Rifle e pistola no jogo.
They can do both. They can do both. But I love to point out the play on words hack and slash. We love these catchphrases here. This was good. I love it. Yes, the Netrunner. That's sort of one version of
cara
playing
devia
it,
ter
kind
fumado
of
pouco menos de maconha antes de sentar nesse sofá aí,
blowing up cars, remote controlling it, getting in there with your nanowire. You can even like spread hacks with it. You can also get some of the memory back and drain. But yeah, you can go stealth to where it's kind of like there's like kind of a game in the network of like as you start doing hacks, like an enemy Netrunner might be like someone's in the network, right? And there's a bunch of different abilities to kind of like suppress that kind of discovery. And so there's that kind of Netrunner combat that's going on there behind the scenes while everyone's like stealth. And it's like we don't know where it's at. Yeah, so that's another one. There's so many different ways. Basically the whole like pattern and beat and rhythm of net running has changed.
Yeah, my favorite part is when the car crashes into everything and just blows up.
It was a good combo. It was a good combo. She did both hacks there, which was the controlling it, and then of course put on the detonate one that had a timer.
Who's the jamba? Olha os olhos desse cara aí, velho.
Cool stuff. And now we have the last one. So the last one will be
strong
solo build. So yeah, let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Filip Dovnar, lead gameplay designer, and I like to come in swinging. So my favorite build is the Savage Slugger Solo. Getting up close for combat is really crucial for this build.
Você vai usar o Gorilla Arms.
Knock down multiple enemies, all while closing the gap and putting you in the zone for some sweet annihilation.
A arma não letal aí, ó.
Another great option is Quake. For some extra flair, you can combine with air dash and drop in from above and throw everyone around you to the ground. When I'm using shotguns, I like to use the Obliterate perk for maximum carnage.
É porque
And
que na
once
hora
I'm in
do
range,
tiro tá...
it's time to take out the big guns.
Olha lá o gorila.
We've got the new finishers that let you grab enemies and throw them during fights.
Oba!
O Normando
Great
Pescador
for controlling the battlefield.
Ainda estão faltando 20
On
likes.
top of that, you can
Sem
supercharge the
pessoas e
gorilla
sem
arms
likes.
using the new Phantom
Olha,
Liberty
você
Relic
vê.
3 that will let
Aí
you
não,
send
né,
your
gente?
enemies
Porra, dá
to
like
the
aí,
moon.
velho. Por favor, cara.
With this build, you'll be unstoppable.
Não dá essa mancada, não. Like é importante, cara. Obrigado, Normando, pelo donate.
Mayhem.
The throw at the end.
The Savage Slugger solo. That's
3 times fast.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like throwing people, like at the end, it's just like, woo, and it just flies.
Yeah. I mean, certainly, like, you know, the animals in that
Mano,
faction.
tira esses
is,
caras
like,
daí,
inspiration
bicho. Só
for it.
bota os
And
malucos lá
obviously
apresentando
also
as classes,
Schwarzenegger,
acabou.
Terminator, you know, just like, you got that heavy machine gun, and you can just take the bullets and the stuff, and there's all the kind of like mitigation and absorbing
Não dá, né,
damage.
Noyoshi? Já tentou matar a galera de nível muito alto, eles nem levam dano.
Yeah, also with the hammer, like just closing in actually shows you that this build is very versatile. You can actually go up and close and, you know, have some quick interaction, but also you're able to like hold these big weapons, and even though they make you a little bit slower, you're still able to kind of, you know, sponge the bullets on you and still go in like crazy and then just throw people. Oh, there's so
a
many
lot of damage mitigation, and you can resist stuns and stuff like that. It's all about, like, because if you're like the fast solo, you get hit, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna knock you silly, right? But there, you can just keep barreling in. And then I love the montage of the claps, the finishes. That was fun.
But yeah, Gabe, I mean, that's it for our segment. I'm super excited to have you once again here in the studio. Thank you for sharing all your information. Also, thank you to all the game designers, gameplay designers who actually showcased the builds, because those were really, really awesome.
Yeah, and thank you for everyone watching and the players.
As you can see, we have many new ways to play and many new ways to cause chaos in Night City. And that means consequences. Let's take a look at what it looks like to come face to face with Night City's toughest armed forces, MaxStack.
Ah, MaxStack existe agora, velho. Que legal.
Target is Omega Class. I repeat, Omega Class target at large. MaxStack is en route.
Caraca, finalmente os caras decidiram usar uns malucos, velho.
MaxStack in position, eyes on target.
A gente é apresentado pra, a eles no início da campanha do jogo e depois nunca mais.
It's official! Update 2.0 will release on September 21st for free for anyone who owns Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 5, and PC. That's just 1 week away. And if you want a taste of what's it like to build a new character with the redesigned perk system before then, we have a cool surprise for you. Right now, you can create your own build and experiment with all the new perks, including Phantom Liberty's Relic skill tree, with our Build Planner. Head to the Build Planner website now to see what kinds of builds you come up with before the launch of the update and the
simulador de build lá.
That's all we got for this Night City Wire special. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're excited to play Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty when it launches on September 26th. We'll see you then in Dogtown.
Ok. Eu espero que do dia 21 pro dia 26 dê tempo da gente da gente preparar um personagem para acessar a DLC, né? Isso aí, ó, o resumo tá aqui. Pronto, não precisa de mais nada. O resumo tá aqui. Dia 26 lança a DLC como esperado, dia 21 lança o update 2.0. E é isso aí. Assim, eu achei que eles podiam ter apresentado melhor as mudanças do update, porque eles focaram ali em mostrar algumas possibilidades de classe e tirando o trilha-rede ali, eu não vi nada que fosse uma diferença grande, sabe? Uma habilidade aqui e ali, mas é isso, o mesmo combate que a gente já tá acostumado a ver. Eles deviam mostrar os pontos de habilidade, como que eles vão funcionar, o que que tem de novo ali, o que que mudou, saca? Ao invés de ficar punhetando de como eles fizeram as músicas do bagulho. Né? Não falaram muita coisa não, Felipe. Mostraram um trailer cinemático da DLC, da história. Foi bem legal. E aí colocaram o ator pra reagir ao trailer por um tempão. E aí chamaram os caras que fizeram as músicas da DLC, ficaram um tempão punhetando as músicas da DLC. E aí, só nesse final, aí mostraram 3 trechos de gameplays com as classes, com algumas diferenças novas das classes e acabou. Achei que podiam ter focado na terceira parte e as outras deixassem, sabe, mais breve. Mais da parte prática. Pois é, eu queria isso desse evento. E queria também que tivesse anunciado esse update pra hoje, né? Porra, pra hoje, não pro dia 21. Dia 21 a gente vai estar jogando Lies of P pra caralho. Vai ser difícil largar o Lies of P pra ir jogar Cyberpunk, né? Os caras deviam ter aproveitado agora. Normando disse pra eu olhar a Steam. O que tem pra olhar na Steam? Você mandou coisa, Normando? Olha lá, recebi um presente de O Confra. Ô, louco, bicho! Ah, mas você vai jogar no dia que sair, sim. Que isso? Obrigado, Normando. Olha lá, ganhei a DLC de presente. Que gostoso! Que delícia! Aceitar presente, mas é claro que eu vou aceitar o presente. Obrigado, Normando. Caralho, brabo. Mandou a brava mesmo. Aí, confirmado, gente. Quando lançar a DLC eu vou jogar assim. Obrigado, bicho. Ô, louco, bicho. E aí, agora sim, eu pensei mesmo de verdade que iam lançar esse update hoje. E aí eu pensei, não, daí eu faço a live já logo em seguida e tal. Mas não lançaram. Eu não sei muito bem o que eu vou fazer hoje à noite, não. Hoje à noite é a última live da semana. Aí eu não sei o que eu faço, se eu faço um duo bebel de alguma coisa, se eu continuo jogando no hit do Elden Ring, se eu invento outra coisa pra fazer, se eu faço outra Dice Souls, se eu vou dormir também, tem essa possibilidade, né, Felipe? Mentira do P, ali ó, 11 horas, não, um dia, 11 horas e 16 minutos pra liberar ele. Esse aqui é o tempo que vai levar. Então ele lança meia-noite de sexta pra sábado. Eu não vou estar nem em Curitiba nessas horas, eu vou estar tocando. Zerei o Blasphemous sim. Ah é, tem um evento da PlayStation, porra! Obrigado por me lembrar, mano. Eu vou até programar já o evento aqui. Pra vocês poderem já colar lá dando like já, né? Porque realmente, às 5 horas da tarde tem State of Play. Tinha esquecido, velho. Tinha esquecido completamente. Deixa eu vir aqui. Porra, tô perdido, pera aí. Aqui, tá bom. Evento da PlayStation aqui, ó. Thumbnail já fiz. Evento da PlayStation ao vivo. Deixa eu pôr aqui State of Play. Provavelmente vai aparecer alguma coisa do Spodder, então eu vou pôr Spodder Man aqui, ó, só para listar alguma coisa. Então assim, umas 15:05, tá bom, né? Eu já inicio a live aqui da PlayStation. Pra gente ver o que vai ter lá, né? Um dia pra liberar, lag. Ó, vou mandar o link pra vocês aí. Tá lá, tá na mão. Eles falaram quanto tempo vai ser esse State of Play? Não, não falaram. Não diz nada na descrição também. Bloodborne Kart. Horizon Forbidden West Remake. Ai, meu Deus do céu, velho. Não, vai, né? Eu acho que não tem nenhum anúncio importante hoje. Eu acho que é só novidade de coisas já anunciadas. Podia ter um Final Fantasy Rebirth ali, né? Não duvido também. Não duvido de nada, Fire. Não duvido de nada. Mas é isso, gente. A gente se vê então no fim da tarde. 15:05. Tô aqui, certo? Vão lá no evento aí. Mandei link no chat. Cliquem aí. Vão lá, deixem o like já. E a gente se vê depois, tá bom? Um beijo. Tamo junto. É nóis. Obrigado. Tchau.